Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
So, Eric, are you a roller coaster and amusement park fan?
Oh yeah, love roller coasters. I absolutely, yes.
Is the screen on the picture on my screen bothering you?
I'm not looking at that.
But is it bothering you?
Yeah.
It does?
I'm not looking at that.
But you can do roller coasters.
Love roller coasters.
Love roller coasters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if they go upside down?
Can still do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know about the spinny rides?
No.
I don't do spinny rides.
No spinny rides.
I can't do anything that even pretends that it's going to want to go in a spin.
No.
No, I can't do spinny rides.
If it has an axle in the middle, no.
No? What about like those sudden drop things?
I do not prefer those.
So we were in...
you have to go high in order to...
I don't mind those, but we went to Disney a couple years ago, and there was like
go in the elevator of doom.
Is that what it is?
Tower of Death.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So here's this ride, and you're going up, and then it like starts to drop like really fast.
This is weird. I can't even look at you.
I held on to the stranger next to me when it dropped the first time.
Yeah.
I just grabbed her like with all my strength, just held on to her.
I bet you love that.
And then I started to let go because okay, the drop is over. And I started to let go, but then it dropped again. And so I must have grabbed this poor woman, however many times the stupid thing falls.
Yeah.
But we were very close. So when I wrote it
bonded
the second time, I had to sit closer to Michael because I need something to hold on to.
For somebody who's not going to sue you.
Okay, so I have a picture on my screen of a ride.
No.
That is a spinny ride. But it's on the top of a very tall building.
The tallest building.
And it spins out across the city.
It's like a claw that hangs you over.
But there's no bottom because you're 100 stories high.
This is like at the stratosphere
in Vegas. In Vegas, so you would not ride that?
Oh God, no.
No, I don't think I could ride that either.
No, I can't. Look at me. You
can't even look at it.
I cannot look at it.
Okay, I moved it. I moved it.
This is like those things that you don't want me to talk about.
It's not on the screen anymore.
Right, okay.
I moved it.
Okay.
Okay, now it has I moved it.
Hello, pleasant lady.
That was wow.
I don't do that.
Could you do the glass thing?
No.
No?
No. No glass bridges either.
Wow.
No, I have, and here's the thing.
What is the thing?
I can climb rocks as high as anybody. I can go, as long as it's structured and stable, and I could be really high and not have a problem with that. And when I say high, I'm not talking about Colorado Rocky Mountain high. I can go to high places, to elevation, no problem. But when you take the elevation and multiply it by you're out over it,
no.
I'll get to, there's some really cool hotels that are very, very tall, and they have you're 20 floors up, but you can stand at the railing and look down into the rotunda down below.
No, not that either. Okay.
Things start to move.
So you know what I think would be really cool, and I don't know, this might freak you out.
Yeah.
You can buy these, they're like banners. They're like photos, but you lay them on the floor. So like in the bathroom floor where you look like you're stepping and out like over a skyscraper, stepping into...
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm all in on the optical illusion.
Fake. I mean, it's totally fake.
It's
just a picture.
Right.
It's just a picture. But when you see them in places like, whoa, you're walking along.
Did you see there's a video out there on YouTube somewhere where there's an elevator, and people get in the elevator, the doors close, and then the elevator starts going up, and it goes up, and it's like now the 50th floor or whatever. I don't know how far it is. And then you're looking down at the floor, because everybody does. You either look at the numbers or you look at the floor, right, in an elevator. And the floor starts to shake, rattle. You start to see it crack, and then it starts dropping away. It's all a video screen.
Oh.
And it drops away, and you're backing off into the corner with the only places. Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Oh. You know, it's really fun. They do that video screen stuff. When I went to the Justin Timberlake concert, all these neat little video and so it looked like the screen was crumbling.
I want to be like JT.
That was very cool.
I'm wearing a suit jacket because I want to be like JT.
You know, we are actually in the studio today all completely coordinated with the yellows and grays.
Right.
And so we might have to take a picture.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
On a roller coaster.
Nah. You know, okay. I got flashback to that scene.
Yeah, we used to want to do
that crap on the stratosphere. Stop it. That's insane.
Yeah, that thing could fall off. We used to want to get a zip line between the two buildings that we're in. Would you have done that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can do that.
Why could you do that?
Because I love zip lines and I'm not going to let go.
Yeah, but in this, you're like strapped in. Like in these roller coasters and stuff, you're like strapped in. You've got the thing that goes over your head, that bar thing.
What's that, Kathy Sabin? We've got a storm coming in? Oh, hell no. No.
Okay.
Not doing that.
All right. I won't make you. I have no interest in doing it either. What surprises me is, don't we get so emotionally attached over pictures? We'll see something, and
that
it just
picture
makes
massively stresses me out.
Yeah, I saw that. He wouldn't even look over at me. He was totally turned away from me, but it's gone now.
There are other things that stress me out, and I'm going to tell you about them right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust, right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin' story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. You know, you're probably stressed about stuff. I stress about things. And I tried to start a new business, and it's just not going very well. It's not going as well as I thought it was going to.
The Bumma Lunch?
No. Bumma Lunch is going really well.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been approved for trademark, and we're getting the domain and all that. But
by we, you mean you and that mouse in your pocket, or is that kumquat in your pocket?
Oh, it's the kumquat business that I'm really struggling with. I tried to become a kumquat nutritionist, and I want to educate people about kumquats. And did you know they have 13 calories in a kumquat?
I did not know that.
Did you know that you can get 4% of your dietary fiber based on a 2,000 calorie diet?
4%?
4%.
Do you know how many kumquats I would have to eat to
25.
actually?
See how good I am? It's not picking up, though. I'm stressing out over this. I'm not very successful.
All right. Well, let's. I was going to say let's change gears, but no. I think we're going to keep this kind of thing flowing because we have Pam Atherton, who is actually a kumquat expert.
That's true.
She's also a 17-time broadcast award-winning media mogul. She is fabulous. She comes on the Experience Pros Radio Show about once a month to share fabulous marketing tips with us, or media tips with us. Pam, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. And Eric, I have to say, looking at you today, I would have to assume that you are successful. I mean, that look, that sexy kind of a scruff look that you've got going with those greens and grays,
baby doll,
that says success to me.
Dang. You know, my stress just left just like a train out of this station.
I thank you, Pam, because he was a little stress ball, but you just immediately deflated all of that.
All right, kumquat queen, let's talk about stress.
Let's talk about it, because the research has shown over and over again that the underlying factor in 90% or more of all disease and illness, including cancer, comes down to stress. So if we can manage stress, we can be healthier and we can be happier. And the fact is that some stress is good for us. It makes us a little more competitive. It sparks our creativity. So we need a little stress, but not the kind that affects our emotional and physical nature that we have to find a way to manage.
Yeah, there's a particular stress I'd like to get rid of.
Please, I'm afraid to ask what that is.
Well, it's of a physical and emotional nature.
Okay. Can you talk about it on the radio?
No, ma'am, I cannot, but thank you for bringing it up.
I was just going to say, you can talk about it very quietly and nobody else will know.
All right.
If you whisper
I've been
Eric,
doing that for years.
nobody will hear you.
All right, Pam, I'm sorry. Let's get back on the track.
All right. Well, so here's the deal. It's such a big picture, because for some people, they're stressed because they don't have enough money to match the money coming out. They're stressed because they're not communicating very well with their significant others, or their children, or they don't like their job. I mean, there's a zillion reasons for being stressed, and as many people as there are on the planet. But here's the interesting part about it, Eric and Angel. It's all in our head. All of it.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, Pamela.
He's sitting right next to me. I really could use more money in my bank account. The car really does need to be fixed.
And one of the biggest things that I think, and you got to face this question because she's being obviously facetious, but stop looking at me in that tone of voice. But here's the thing, Pamela. I think many people stress about trying to live up to other people's expectations, and that's a real thing.
Yeah, you really hit the nail on the head. It comes down to two things. One is control, or a sense of lack of control, and the other is trying to live up to expectations, which in most cases are not our own. Okay? So you have to ask, who's responsible for creating them? Are they the same for you as they are for me, as they are for Angel? Of course they're not.
No.
Because Angel's created her own set of expectations
and
in
they're
her head.
smaller.
Yeah, and really cute in those Ann Taylor clothing. But they're based on her feelings of self-worth. So the problem is, the biggest stress that most people have is the sense of expectations that others have put upon us, that we feel others have put upon us. Because you know what? It could all be in our head. We're making this stuff up. The biggest stress of all that most people deal with is the concept of being a success. right? Having success, to be a success. And there are programs about how to get it. There are thousands of books and step-by-step guides. But I really have to ask this question. What is success? And how can you be it and also have it? It's one of those elusive non-tangibles that have variable definitions.
Right.
So, for example, there's a woman who just had a horrible accident. She's currently paralyzed, and in fact, she's up there at the Craig Hospital in Denver, which is like the world's best.
You're talking about our six-time gold medal winning Olympic champion.
Well, actually, no. It's a woman from our area here in New Mexico who was in an accident and just was transferred up there about a week ago. Now, success to her is the ability to be off her ventilator for more than 8 hours a day. Now, Is that your idea of success?
Boy, I'm so shallow.
But what I'm saying is everybody has a different sense,
right?
And it's all individual. The problem is it really your own idea of what success is, or is it what you feel other people believe success is? Is it when you buy the house and the car and the goodies? Is it you yelling, "I'm successful, see, you think I'm successful"? Or is it what feeds your heart?
Oh.
I'm so shallow.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Angel, let me ask you, what is your idea of success?
You know, it's interesting when you talk about the following the heart and then also in the expectations of others, because, you know, my parents live in the area, so I'm still pretty involved with my family, and Jay's parents are in the area too, and so I feel like there's a lot of like our parenting that we have to kind of prove to them, and show that the kids are doing well, and and that our jobs are doing well, and kind of have the accolades and some of the the house and the car and all of that to show our family that we're doing okay. But yeah, at the heart of it, it isn't at all about the material things. It's all about the relationships and the connections we have with each other and what makes us feel good. It's not really about the having of things. It's being involved in those relationships that is far more successful. But that part's the easy part. I don't stress out over that, Pam. I stress out all over all those other things that are on the to-do list and the to-get list. Does that make sense?
Yes, but stop for a second and ask yourself, why are you doing that to-do list? Is it part of that proving that you are a good parent and that you are successful at your business, that you're trying to show other people?
Probably.
Right. So you have to stop and ask, first of all, whose life are you living? Are you living the life that other people think you should be living, or are you living what really makes you happy? And you really have to sit down and think about that in a place with no distractions and say, what makes me happy and what feeds my soul? And I'll give you an example with me. It's not my house. For me, it's just a place to go change clothes, take a nap, feed the cats, and move on. It's maybe a little bit my convertible because I have fun driving around, but mostly it's traveling and meeting new cultures, doing voice work because I get to act out different things, and seeing the light bulb go on over people's heads when I speak. Those things make me the happiest. Has nothing to do with how much money I have, except for enough to be able to do those things. So, Eric, what about you?
Well, I tell you what stresses me out is watching the clock. But I'll tell you this: what I call success is believe it or not, I'm really not as shallow as I play here on TV. Making a difference.
Making a difference. And you know what? For most people, that's really the bottom line. You want to make a difference in life. So ask yourself these things the next time you feel stressed. Does this really matter? Will it matter 3 years from now? Is it worth getting stressed, even sick about? Is it because of external expectations? And does any of this have anything to do with my sense of fulfillment and happiness?
Pamela Atherton, you are the very, very best, and you totally remove all of our stress always. And because of you, I am inspired to keep on with my kumquat business. I will educate on 13% vitamin C. Give some contact information, if you will, please.
Sure. You can reach me at pam@pamatherton.com. And of course, I'm always on Facebook, and I'll leave stuff on the Experience Pros Radio Show Facebook page, so you can get a hold of me there as well. And hopefully I'll be up in the Denver area at some point in time, and we'll be doing stuff together.
We are looking forward to that, Pam. Thanks so much for being a part of the show today.
Well, thank you. I'm always pleased to be a part of the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Love you. Folks, we will love you as well when we return. Business Tips and Insights coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at mediprosolutions.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
DVDs for Vets is asking listeners to donate new or used DVDs for the benefit of military veterans who otherwise cannot easily obtain them on their own. With limited entertainment, vets in rehab can use what many of us take for granted every day. To donate new or used DVDs or to learn more about this worthy cause, please go to DVDs4Vets.org. That's DVDs, the number 4Vets.org.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It's time for business tips and insights, and you know what that means.
Tony Rayburn from Extreme Relationship Management. Welcome to the show.
Well, hello, team. How are you guys doing today?
Tony, we're doing fantastic. It's been a great couple of days. You're down there in Dallas, aren't you?
Down here in Dallas, working with the family down here, having a great time, and it's a little warm, but otherwise it's fantastic.
Well, you know what? I don't mind a little warm. Just before we went on the air today, I had to kind of rub my hands together because being inside the air conditioning makes me cold. I need to get outside and get some heat. What is the temperature going to be there today?
Oh, I think 212 or something like that. It's going to be pretty hot.
That's what it feels like, huh?
Well, what's our business tip from Extreme Relationship Management today?
Well, so today let's talk about law number 92, so that when you are at a networking event and somebody approaches you, today let's find out whether or not you should agree to buy on the spot. We go to some of these networking events, and some salespeople are good. I mean, they're really good, right? You can be enamored with them from that first handshake, and then it just gets even better from there.
Right.
And whatever they're selling, it's attractive just because they're selling it.
Right.
I mean, you've never considered probably buying like a rechargeable cheese slicer or something, but now you're all over it and thinking who else you can give one as a gift to, right?
If that tall blonde is selling it, I'm buying it.
There you go, all because of that charm. So what kind of spell has this person cast on everyone in the room? I mean, you're there to network. You're not there to buy or sell anything. Maybe they're like an important person, or maybe what they're offering expires in 45 minutes if you don't buy it, or something. Maybe you can get in a drawing for a vacation to Antarctica. You would like that, Eric, right?
Thanks, Tony.
Anyway, no matter what the rush, rarely should you find yourself in a position where you should agree to buy on the spot. There's more to that transaction than an exchange of money or product. What you really want is a relationship. Now, what happens to that relationship if you just go ahead and immediately buy?
I don't know what happens to it.
It basically, you turn into a statistic. You're really not going to develop a relationship. You'll sacrifice that relationship just because you just immediately became a transaction customer.
Oh.
But if you express interest and say, hey, let's set up a meeting on one-on-one, learn more about it, build that relationship, and then you could find out if there's more that can happen in that relationship besides just a transaction. So avoid buying on the spot at any event. Of course, unless the batteries are included.
Right. Love at first sight.
All right. Well, then, if that's the tip, avoid buying on the spot. If you can avoid it, I would also say that the partner to that is avoid selling on the spot, so that you can build that relationship. Would that go hand in hand, Tony?
That would definitely go hand in hand. Exactly right, Angel.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff, helping us improve our networking skills and make the networking environment far more effective, because I know a lot of people really struggle with how to network effectively for growing their business, which is why we partner with Extreme Relationship Management in all the states that they are located in. If you can hear this show, you can be a part of ERM, and I know they're growing rapidly in the Dallas area. Tell our listeners the best way to get in touch with you and find out all the fabulous stuff that you've got going on.
The best way is at extremerelationshipmanagement.com, or they can call us nationwide toll-free at 855-I-LIKE-ERM.
855-I-LIKE-ERM. You'll always remember that fabulous phone number. Check them out and join us for their next event coming up. You will be impressed, I promise you. Tony, thanks so much for the tip today.
You bet. Have a great day, team.
Absolutely. Let's turn our attention to Chris Kaiser with C-Square Computer Consulting, who always brings his network to yours. Chris, how's it going, man?
Hey.
Hey.
Ole, ole, ole.
You are ole, 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 and I know that you are a massive football fan.
Huge.
How's it going, man?
You getting any work done?
Yeah, that's what two screens are for.
Right. And that's just your TVs. What about the work?
I can work anywhere. That's the beautiful thing about our world today. I can work anywhere.
I love it.
But today I just want to talk a little bit about updates and updating, just because recently we had a reminder to update our own the WordPress site. So when we think of updates, we usually think of Windows software. I got to update my Windows. But there's a lot more updates than just that. So for example, a blog site, a client with a blog site using WordPress. WordPress has different add-ins like forms to fill out, or SEO optimization, or different parts of WordPress. Well, those get updated too, and those can become vulnerable, and those things get fixed as well. Java updates, Adobe updates. There's a lot more than just going in and running your Windows updates or setting it to automatic, and it's just kind of a reminder to think about what software you use, and are you keeping up with the current version, and are you keeping up with security updates?
Chris, it's a huge thing that you bring. You're so laid back and easy going. Some people might not even realize what you just told them could save their entire business. So let me emphasize that for just a second. Those updates, and you're talking about WordPress, of course, our website is run by WordPress. So many of them are these days, and each one of those components do have updates available. It's free to go update them usually, but you've got to keep up with it. Otherwise, you do become vulnerable. And can I just use a one-word acronym? Target.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is that an acronym?
Stop it.
Oh, okay. Now, Chris,
it will be by the end of the call.
Right.
It will be. It just seems like I'm constantly being reminded, whether it's on my computer or on my phone or on my iPad, all the time that these things always need an update. Everything needs to be updated. It's like a constant barrage of, it's time for you to update this app. It's time for you to update this software. It's time for you to update this. It's time for us to check the updates. I'm kind of sick of the updates. Really, how often? Do I have to do every single update every time, or can I, skip a few?
How often do you want to stay secure?
No. Really? Are they all? I think some of them just seem a little frivolous, Chris.
That's fair. That's a very fair question, because some of the updates are just enhancements or feature updates or things like that. Others are security updates. And I think it's hard for me to answer that. Like, we got an alert on a WordPress, site from the host. The host company sent an email saying, hey, just want to let you know, WordPress, this SEO plugin, has a vulnerability. There is an update for it, but you need to go do it.
All right. Okay, but that vulnerability for security, that makes sense. Of course you'd want those. But do you do all the other little updates every time, like on your phone and
You're
stuff?
asking Chris Kaiser of C-Square Computer Consulting if he does all the updates? Really?
Well, I think, okay, here's my answer. I'm a lot more aware, and so I'm more
anal
in tune with call it what you want, semantics. But I kind of fit it into my schedule and it's part of my MO.
Yeah. It would be bad if the IT guy didn't have the updates.
Let me just wrap up this call by saying, Angel, it ought to be a part of our MO too.
You know what? What's yours? You've got updates that are past due too,
You're
Mister.
talking about? You don't see anything. Hey, Chris, you were absolutely right. That acronym Target stands for Time to Update, Ask C Squared, Regret Nothing, Get in Action, Everything is on the line, the time is now.
I like it.
Just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
I just didn't want to show off earlier.
Why would you need to abbreviate that?
Right? Chris, we love you over C Squared, and you always bring the great stuff, man. Where do we contact you?
You can give us a call at 303-933-1113. You can find us at c2cc.net. Or you can check us out at facebook.com/C2IT.
All right, and off the record, I know obviously you're going Team USA, but who else are you following?
I've got with Kaiser. I've got my German roots. I'm pulling for as my second team.
Germany.
Nice.
Germany, very much so.
All right.
Deutschland.
All right, go get them, brother.
Yeah. Love it.
We should bring our vuvuzelas and blow together.
Just kick a ball around.
We can do that. I can juggle.
See you, Bob.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk and maybe a couple of kicks and giggles coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to See It Thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilda Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to join us for a quick and delicious lunch at the Kilt. Our food is made from scratch and served in one of the warmest and friendliest establishments in Denver. Join us on Mondays for our $10 steak special or on Tuesdays for our $5 build-your-own burger with fries. Join us for lunch at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilda Kilt, or cold beer never tasted so good.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
You know, the last time I was on Denver radio, Rocky Mountain High was just a song. Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right. Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Are you having a great day? I hope so.
I am. I'm thinking I'm going to cut my bangs back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your bangs.
Well, right now I don't really have.
No, you've grown them longer.
I've grown them long, and so they're off. Yeah, but I'm surfing around on Facebook, and bangs are back.
Bangs are back.
Bangs are back.
Hot, whoever that is.
Which one? There's 4 people there, and
yes.
2 of them are blonde and 2 are brunette.
Right.
So you probably must be looking at the blonde, Reese Witherspoon. She's not tall, you know. Did I just like rock your world?
She's Reese Witherspoon. She's not interested. Let's cut right to the chase, shall we?
Okay.
Hey, I know, I know you pretty well, Angel. We've worked together for more than a decade or so.
Not possible.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know, because you're so young. You have a love language, and it is gifts.
Okay, but you can't just say I have a love language and it's gifts, and without, that just makes me sound so materialistic.
No.
And like I just want stuff, and I'm really not a stuff kind of girl.
It's not about that at all.
No.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to come across that way at all. Your love language is gifts, and it's not about stuff. It's about what you like to receive. Somebody who puts thought into
it is,
giving a gift.
It's really the thought behind the gift that I love the most.
Well, I know.
I got a gift yesterday again.
You did?
Yeah, Renee Vavoda from All Stitched and Glitch.
She is awesome.
She is like the queen of gift.
Oh my god.
The queen of gift. All right, so we had her 1-year anniversary a little while ago, about a month ago, and she had a fashion show. Every guest that got a sash with their own title, their own little phrase on their sash in this
fabulous sequins glitter that doesn't fall off. You can throw it in the washing machine. You can throw it in the dryer. And
She's the only one in the state who has this technology.
Only one in the state with the technology. And so we all got our sashes. Mine said Radio Gal. Well, she just partnered up with our friends over from the Welcome Home team.
At Innovative Real Estate?
At Innovative Real Estate.
Oh.
And I saw that they did something fun. They're the Welcome Home. So WELK, Welcome Home.
Right, because Mike Welk
is
his name.
And so they have some Welcome Home mats. Well, they made a Welcome Home banner for the front door with a sash with Renee, and it's just fantastic. And she's a member of our Extreme Customer Service Directory, and she always brings fun bling things to our visibility events, and we held one last night. And so she brought me a fun Colorado hat.
Right, with the Colorado
heart,
logo.
The Colorado logo in the shape of a heart. It is fabulous. I'm going to wear it when we march in the Highlands Ranch 4th of July parade.
Oh,
yeah.
Very nice. You guys want to meet us? Come out and watch the Highlands Ranch 4th of July there. So I want to talk just a smidge, because we've only got a little time here, to talk about gifts that customers want to receive from you.
Oh, I thought this was going to be this whole lead up that you brought me a gift today or something.
I did.
You said you know me better than anyone. You've worked with me all these years.
Right.
You know that gifts is my love language. And you want to talk about something else? You don't have
No, I
something
want to talk
for me?
about.
You don't have anything
I do
wrapped
have
up
something for you.
in wrapping paper and raffia and little bow and ribbon?
I called Raffia and she wasn't available. But
Where are you hiding it? I don't see a present here.
Can we talk about what your customers want?
Oh.
No, this is happy. This is what we do.
I know. I like that, but I thought.
See, you're thinking that because we want to talk about this, that you don't have wrapped up in toilet paper and
paper.
And it's what you said, right? It's got to be wrapped. I know, but I didn't say that I don't have that for you. I'm just saying, can we talk about what your customer wants?
Yes.
Okay, here are just a couple of gifts that your customers want, and these are not the kinds of presents like Angel likes wrapped up in garbage paper and stuff. But here's what Bob Berg, our friend Bob Berg, he loves us.
I love him. Yeah. Super fantastic business sense.
He says your customers want the gift of excellence, and I say you owe it to them.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
You give them everything, not just don't make do. Give them your best.
The best you can do, and so often we just kind of muddle along with what can we get by with.
Right.
Right. What can we get by with? What's the very minimum that we can deliver for the value? And not that you really intentionally think, okay, what's the minimum I can give for the value? I don't think that we think like that. Or we would never say that out loud. But at the end of the day, because we have so much we're trying to do and so many things we're trying to accomplish, that very few things on our plate get our very best.
Everybody right now, right where you're sitting or standing or listening to this show, whether you've got your iPod on or your computer on at your cubicle, your desk, you're driving down the road, you might want to open up the moonroof. Stretch your right hand up into the air as high as you possibly can, as high as it will go. Got it? Nice. Okay, stretch, go just a smidge higher. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because you didn't give it your all the first time.
Oh.
I said as high as you would go.
Oh.
We all did it, and then we all stretched a little further.
Just a little more.
Give excellence. Your customers deserve it. It's a gift.
That was excellent.
Thank you. I wish I could take credit for it. It's not mine. Consistency. Consistency is a gift.
I will tell you what, the consistency issue that we see when it comes to customer service and taking care of everybody, we're all guilty of this, of being inconsistent. Some people get different treatment than others. That's inconsistency.
Right.
Some people you're going to, maybe deliver a little faster. Some people you might make them wait a little longer. Some people you might be a little friendlier towards. Some people you might give a little discount to. Like, we are treating our customers differently, and therefore we are not creating the consistency factor. And it doesn't mean treat everybody the same and everybody wants the same to be treated the same. But when we talk about that customer service and the experience, if we can create that consistent customer experience, which means when I send somebody to you, I can count on you treating them just as well as you treat me. And I count on that. But what ends up happening is because you treat some people different, and we always want to be treated better, right? We always want to be treated elevated, like we're all superstars and rock stars and your favorite customer ever. But if we could treat everybody like our favorite customer ever, then we would know when we refer others to you, they're going to get that same treatment, which is what we're hoping for. My friend recently said to me, he says, Angel, if everybody's awesome, then nobody's awesome. And I thought, well, that's a really pessimistic view on things. I had to kind of regroup.
If everybody's my friend, then no one's special.
Well, and it was kind of like that. If everybody's special, then nobody's special. If everybody's your favorite, then nobody's your favorite. But if we're treating them all, if we can just elevate it, like Eric said, raise your hand, now raise it a little higher, and we elevate it, that everybody, when they walk in, we are so thrilled when they call us on the phone, when they send us an email, that we all treat them. And honestly, aren't they?
They should be.
And if they're not, let them go. Give them to somebody else who can take better care of them.
Yeah, be a blessing. Hey, there are lots of other ways that we can give gifts to our customers. We'll maybe carry this conversation on again in our second hour, but we have to take a commercial break. So please don't go anywhere. You are listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event, ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day. from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours. Hey, guess what?
Guess what?
Lisa Mannion's on.
We do have Lisa Mannion, the business marketing architect. You can find her on her website at RightOnCreative.com. That's right, W-R-I-T-E, RightOnCreative.com. Today we're going to talk about asking for things. Do you feel like you're a little too demanding or pushy when you ask for what you want? Well, Lisa is going to give you some successful tips to share how to ask for what you want. Lisa, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Hey, thanks so much, Angel and Eric. It's great to be here.
Lisa, we love it when you come on, and I want a tall blonde. Help me.
A tall blonde. Well, Eric, I don't know that that's what we're talking about today, but...
I ask for it every morning at Starbucks, and they give me a cup of coffee and send me on my way.
Well, hey, then there you have it. You've already figured it out.
I guess.
There, he got it. He got it. So, ask again tomorrow.
So it's interesting, though. People really do have a hard time asking for what they want, whether it's fear or guilt or whatever it might be. And it's interesting. As you know, I just got back recently from speaking and presenting at the California Women's Conference, and I was able to meet Jack Canfield, who's one of the authors of one of my very favorite books called The Aladdin Factor. And when I read this book many years ago, I'm going to say probably about 20, it changed my entire perspective on asking for what I want based on one principle.
Ooh, well, I'm not familiar with the book, so I'm excited to hear this.
Yeah, well, most people are really familiar with the Chicken Soup for the Soul book,
yeah.
right? So this, I believe, came out right before the onset of all of those. I could be wrong in my timing, but here's the principle that the Aladdin Factor taught me that really shifted everything for me. And it really is that you are no better off or worse off when you ask for something, because regardless of the outcome and the answer, you'll either have moved forward or be exactly where you were in the first place.
I like this idea.
I know, right? So it takes the fear out of it, because it's like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Someone can say no, but what's that going to do to me? Really, nothing.
Nothing.
Unless we take it personally, which is I don't know, it's human nature sometimes. So we have to work on our internal game a little bit there.
I think that we do, because we do take it. We feel rejected, right, when somebody says no. And so we allow that rejection, I think, to kind of bubble up. And yet nobody rejected you. They just said no to the thing you asked, right?
Exactly. And so it really isn't personal. I mean, we tend to take things personally, but if we can just learn to shake it off and say, okay, for whatever reason, that wasn't a yes for this person, and that's okay. And realize that sometimes someone saying no is actually a gift.
Well, that is so true. I went up to one tall blonde and I said, "Hey, sugar baby, honey lips, do you want to go out with me?" And she said no. and then I found out the guy that she did go out with says she's psycho anyways.
Well, I think we probably need to have a separate conversation about this, Eric.
Yeah, I love good response, Lisa. Very good response.
Could my approach be wrong?
I remember.
Well, I don't know if I can help you in 10 minutes.
I don't know that anybody could.
You might not be able to help him in 10 years. Lisa, I remember when my kids were little, and they would kind of fall down or fall over, or something would happen, and they would look to us kind of for our reaction to see how they should respond, like, should we be crying, should we be upset? And we would tell them, like, if they got hurt or something, we're like, just shake it off. And they would kind of, shake out their little willies, and it got to be just a fun little game. And so as children, like, we are taught, sometimes these things, you just shake it off and move on. But as adults, we tend to want to hold it and pet it and call it my friend and share it with others as if it's like this badge of honor or something.
It's so true, and I think that that's why it's really important to, revisit the basic principles of asking for what you want and figuring out what's really important to you and focusing on kind of that inner resolve and strength of knowing that, you know what, regardless of the outcome, I'm going to be okay because I'm already doing what I need to do to move things forward, whether it's in your business life, your personal life, or whatever that might be. And that's really what this book taught me. And it was very interesting to actually meet Jack. He presented at the California Women's Conference as well, and we had an opportunity to have a conversation about this at the VIP reception. It was very interesting for me to be able to thank him and say, your book really profoundly changed the way I approached business many years ago, because I started asking for all kinds of things and sometimes getting them and sometimes not, but realizing it's not personal and we have to get really clear on what we need to ask for, what's holding us back in our business and even actually in our personal life, and why we're not asking for what we truly need, because oftentimes it's that fear or it's that conditioning that you mentioned, Angel, and really what do you need to invest in to move forward? And that could be personally or professionally, but regardless, I bet it's all about just asking for what you want and taking that next step, whether it's help or a connection or whatever it might be.
Well, and here's the thing right now, Lisa, as you're talking, I know some of our listeners, they know the thing they need to ask.
Absolutely they do.
It's come to their mind. They know the thing they need to ask. So can you kind of just encourage them and motivate them to go and ask that today?
Yeah, in fact, I challenge everyone to go and ask for one thing that you've always really wanted. Now, make sure when you're asking, though, that it's not just self-serving. I think that's one of the keys to asking as well. Right? So be sure that you're able to reciprocate in some way. So I think sometimes conditional asking is also what trips us up. Like, well, I don't know if I should ask this person for what I really want because what can I do for them? But here's the thing. Asking opens up that conversation. So you can ask for what it is that you want and then in turn ask another follow-up question and saying, okay, thank you for that, or I'm sorry that isn't a good fit for you, but what can I do to support you?
Lisa, you've motivated me. I've turned over a new leaf and I want to practice. Can I do that?
I don't know.
Again, good response, Lisa.
Here it is. Lisa Mannion with Right On Creative, WRITE on creative.com. We so love having you on this show. You add so much value to us and our listeners that I would like to ask you right here and now. Will you come back next month?
I would love to.
Well, there, look at that. She even said yes.
She said yes.
Which is always our favorite answer.
What else can I do to support you? Because I love playing with you and Angel so much. I mean, this is one of the highlights of my month because your radio show is so positive and so uplifting, and that is so needed in this world.
We feel the same way about you, and you just keep coming on because your presence has value, and we are so grateful for you.
Well, thank you.
All right, Lisa, tell our listeners how they can follow your blog and get your newsletter and all of the fun stuff that you're doing.
Absolutely. Just go to writeoncreative.com, and that is WRITEONCREATIVE.com. You can get a free copywriting action plan there, and then you can also read the full blog post about asking for what you want and my experience in meeting Jack Canfield at the California Women's Conference.
You can read her book review, The Aladdin Factor by Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen as well. Lisa Mannion, we love you. Thanks for coming in today.
Oh, thanks so much. I love you both.
All right. And we have to wrap it up for a station ID here. This is the first hour of the Experience Pros radio show, but guess what? Next hour is our second hour.
Wow, look at you doing the math. You like the count?
I like the count.
All right, very good.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere. We got a whole other hour of positive business talk coming up next, and if we play our cards right, we might even wrap up on talking about certain gifts that your customers want. Next.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560. Is your financial plan out of tune? Listen to The Source, 560 AM KLZ, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. to Financially Tuned with Steve Hansen to get everything perfectly tuned.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Garlock, your host of the Denver Radio Real Estate Show. Join me on Saturdays at 8 a.m. on KLZ 560, The Source, to learn about all things real estate, and you'll avoid getting caught in the woulda, coulda, shoulda trap of buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Remember, you can't sit on the sidelines to score a touchdown in football, and real estate is no different. Denver Radio Real Estate will show you the path to succeed, selling and buying homes, whether that's your first home, your dream home, or an investment property. We've got a wealth of knowledge and experience to share with you, so tune into the show on Saturdays at 8 a.m. on KLZ 560 and streamed online at denverrealty.com.
Learn how to achieve peace of mind in retirement from your local trusted advisor, Brian Ditton, on the Financial Safari Radio Show, now airing Sunday mornings at 7 on KLZ 560, The Source.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
This is a culmination of failure after failure of this administration.
Republican Senator John McCain of Arizona on the Senate floor weighing in over President Obama's foreign policy, saying the U.S. needs to do something to combat ISIS, the crisis continuing to grow in Iraq. Lawmakers here clashing over what it means to the United States, and it's falling largely along party lines.
It's time for the Iraqis to resolve it themselves.
That's Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid on the Senate floor as he and many Democrats say the U.S. does not need to get involved in an Iraqi civil war. But Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida says such remarks miss the point.
This is about the national security of the United States because 9/11 would have never been possible unless the Taliban gave al-Qaeda an operating space to plot that attack against us.
Rubio, who spoke on Hannity on Fox News, saying of all things, this should not be a partisan issue.
That's the Blaze Radio's Chris Barnes. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to the Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. It is our mission to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
All right, so I need some help.
Okay.
I want to upload a flyer on Facebook.
You want to upload a flyer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of help do you need?
I tried to save it as a JPEG.
Yeah, which is an image file format.
So it could be a photo, because it doesn't allow you to just upload.
What format is it in now? It's probably a PDF.
It's a PDF.
Well, there's your problem right there.
What do you mean there's my problem right there?
It's a PDF.
Why is that a problem? I mean, that's how you make flyers, and that's how you, so that they're formatted, and how you save them, and how you create
so
them.
That they cannot be changed.
Right.
But PDFs don't play in the JPEG pool very well.
All right. Sometimes they do.
They can if you have the right software. Do you have the right software?
Well, I don't know, but sometimes
people having problems?
I said I had a problem, and I needed some help.
You don't have the right software.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You gonna listen?
I am listening.
Sometimes people will send me a flyer
for
an event,
yeah,
and I will be able to save it as
and just change the format, like when the save as, and it'll give me the option to save it as a photo.
Right.
But sometimes it doesn't give me the option. How do I make it give me the option?
Oh, so I see. So really what this is a conversation about control.
No, this is a conversation of I want to put a flyer on Facebook.
I get the option, and it plays along with what I want to do. But sometimes when it doesn't want to, I want to force it.
I want to make it do what I want it to do. How do
so
we
there's
do
really
that?
a conversation about control. Well, first thing.
No. This cannot be a conversation about control
it can.
because, and here's the litmus test for that.
There's a litmus test?
I asked for help.
Did the paper turn pink?
I started by asking for help. Therefore, not a control issue. I'm asking for help. That's how you know.
This is one of those, anything I say can and will be used and twisted against me.
Do you know how to do it or not?
Of course I do. Absolutely.
How do I do it?
You need me. Send it to me and I'll take care of it. Now, don't. Oh, you should have seen that face go from happy and cheerful and hopeful to scowl.
Send it to me and I'll do it for you. Well, don't you? You have to teach me how to do it.
I don't believe that I do.
That I'm not dependent on. I want to learn a new skill.
I think you should be dependent on.
No. I don't want to, if you just do it for me.
So this really is an issue about control, isn't it?
I guess. Oh, here's how I can get around that.
How can you get around it?
I will delegate it to you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So
I'm not.
Hold me accountable and yell at me when I don't
delegate
do it.
I don't have to learn the new skill, but I can outsource it and delegate it and get it off my plate to somebody who knows how, and therefore it's not just me saying I don't know how to do it, and
if
you just always do it for me.
in order to make yourself sleep at night, I guess that's all right. Okay.
I'm gonna delegate.
Delegate it to me, and I'll take care of it for you.
Thank you.
We'll make sure that you
Thank you. Do you want to know what the flyer is for?
I do want to know what the flyer is for.
I mean, aren't you curious? I mean, out of all of that.
I wasn't, not even in the least, but perhaps since you mentioned it, I should be.
It's for the 50s party that we're having, the Sock
Hop.
Yeah, the Sock Hop is happening on...
It's coming up.
Saturday, June 28th, 2 to 5 p.m. It's happening in Parker. I got my poodle skirt. Did you get your poodle skirt?
Yes. All right.
There will be dancing. There will be root beer floats. There will be cheeseburger and fries, and it is a fundraiser for Relay for Life. It's happening at Fanugis on Cottonwood Drive in Parker. And if you have any questions, we are going to post this flyer on Facebook.
If we can figure out how to do it.
Once I delegate it.
Yeah. Folks, great show for you today. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the gifts that your customers want to receive from you. That's right. You have gifts that you owe to your customers, and we'll talk about that on the other side of these messages.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Dennis Miller is back in Denver, weeknights at 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Charlie, I got to say this right now. I love this music. I always loved this music. I especially loved it during the afternoon drive home on a different radio station when they used it, and I think it's awesome that we're using it now.
Is there something you want to share? Like, is there a story?
No, I love this music.
I know, but you have been talking in all day,
What?
pretty much all day, kind of talking in riddles.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, you're saying something, but your words are coming out, and you're saying nothing at all.
Oh, well, let me try this. You should say thank you.
For what?
For what?
Again, you're talking in riddles.
Not talking
you're
in
saying
riddles.
words, but saying
What did
nothing
we say to
at
the
all.
audience right before we left?
I don't remember.
You're going to delegate this.
Oh.
How long did it take? Under 45 seconds.
Yes.
What
Thank you.
happened?
Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. What
Thank
happened?
you, Eric, for helping me figure out how to turn a PDF flyer
so that you could do it by yourself.
into a JPEG so that I could post the flyer on Facebook, which is now up. The Sock Hop fundraiser flyer for Saturday, June 28th from
At Fanoogies.
2 to 5 p.m. in the afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon. It's a family event. Come for the cheeseburgers and fries. Come for the sock hop dancing. I've got
Keep
my
your socks on.
poodle skirt, and you do keep your socks on when you
Right.
when you go
Because
at a
it's
sock hop.
right?
You always keep your
Well,
socks
sometimes people dance so fast that they come off.
on. No. Your shoes come off, but your socks stay on.
Well, you've obviously not danced the way I've danced,
That could, yeah, I'm sure. I'm certain.
right?
Are you talking in riddles again?
No. I wish I met a man.
Sometimes we're having a conversation, and I think I know what we're talking about, and then you get this little smirk and this little twinkle in your eye that tells me,
oh boy,
I have no idea what I just really said to you.
Which is really funny.
Because what I said and what you heard are two different things.
You're welcome. So let's carry on our conversation about what the customer really wants, and they want 5 gifts from you. We started by in the last hour talking about they want excellence, they want consistency, and you know I struggle with the word deserve, but I think if anybody deserves, your customers deserve these things: excellence and consistency. The next thing is they want your attention. right?
They do.
They want
your undivided attention.
Right.
Which means you're not glancing at your phone.
Nope.
You don't have them on speakerphone, which
Exactly.
means AKA I'm
multitasking.
doing more than one thing.
Right.
They don't want your back. So while you're doing something else, you kind of like just throw over your shoulder, hey, I'll be right with you, or hey, I can handle that while I'm also doing this other thing
When you're
too.
at a networking event, you're looking over their shoulder for somebody else to go talk to. Stop that. They want your attention. It's a gift.
It is a gift.
No greater compliment. They want your empathy. They want you to feel what they feel. They want, they've got emotions. They're out there putting it all out, giving everything that they've got, and they want you to empathize with them.
They really do. I mean, especially if they're in a hurry, or if they have a challenge they're trying to solve for, if they're in some kind of emotional distress, they want you to relate to that. They don't want you to dismiss that and go, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Where's the empathy there?
And finally, and I think we should spend the majority of the rest of these next 2.5 minutes talking about this, they want your appreciation. Do you remember a long time ago we did Customer Appreciation Day?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? We discovered that customer appreciation really is two different things. First of all, the most logical one is that we thank our customers. We appreciate our customers. We recognize our customers. The other side of it is true, though, as well. The customer also needs to recognize and appreciate the business owner. And so we kind of turn that whole thing on its head. Your customers are the only reason you're in business. They sign your checks, whether they actually physically sign the check or they keep you in business by doing business with you.
Isn't it so funny that we forget that?
Oh, my gosh.
We will forget that the reason we're here is to serve the customer, that
Right.
the customer really is, that transaction that happens between our company and the customer is the only reason our doors are open, is the only reason the lights are on. And so often I think we completely dismiss that we're there to serve them, that it's because of them that we even are in business. And I know there are times where you just feel like, all right, I'd rather do without the people. I get that. But if you were going to do without the people, you might as well close up shop.
Exactly right. And so, take some time, maybe even in the next 30 seconds or so, to stop for just a second and say, how can I, A, appreciate, B, recognize, and can we encourage you to do that in a public forum? Because if there's public recognition, it elevates the meaning.
Absolutely. We want to say things, I think, in private because it's, you're kind of being vulnerable in that moment of what you're grateful for.
Right.
And we'll say to somebody, thank you, and we'll even thank our customer, and we'll have that conversation during the transaction, which is typically pretty private, just between the two of you. But if you can do something publicly and pronounce that in a public forum, it elevates the entire meaning of the thank you. And it elevates the recipient, the way they receive the thank you, which is one of the things I love about social media and using social media to emphasize. I mean, it's so easy. You see all the negativity that's out there and you want more positivity. You have to put more positive out there.
Right.
And a way you can easily, instantly put more positivity out there is to express gratitude publicly on Facebook, on their page, through your page, sharing the story, sharing their testimonial, writing those testimonials, and of course, my favorite is Fan Bragging Friday.
Yes.
Where you can call in and say something nice about somebody else, and it's fabulous for gratitude.
It really is. All right, well, there you have it. The gifts to your customers, if they don't deserve it, they certainly earn it because they do business with you. So exercise those gifts and give them to your customers every single day. We'll be back with the business tips and insights coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilda Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to check out the most vibrant happy hour in Denver. Each Kilt features a tremendous selection of cold Colorado craft beers, as well as 6 delicious new appetizers priced from $2 to $5, such as our tasty whiskey beef skewers. Join us for happy hour 3 to 7 p.m., 7 days a week at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center. On Bellevue and Ulster, Tilda Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you need a medical expert witness or someone to consult in your medical cases, you need MediPro Solutions. Let's face it, attorneys are busy and typically don't have the time to research the details of the medical aspects of every case. At MediPro Solutions, your medical legal consulting firm, they take care of every detail, leaving you and your lawyers to focus on the law. MediPro Solutions is owned and operated by licensed and board-certified physicians. When your case is on the line, call MediPro Solutions, 303-502-6735. That's 303-502-6735. Or online at MediProSolutions.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a Fluff It Up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Grassroots Radio Colorado, today at 5 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
You remember those good old days when we just worked 9 to 5?
You know, I had somebody recently tell me about their work day, and they had spent a couple of hours, and had a couple of things scheduled, and I thought, okay, there's 4 hours.
Right. That's not even 25% of our yesterday.
I get that that's, before noon, okay.
Right.
What's the problem here? Yes, 9 to 5. I would feel like I worked a half day if I was working 9 to 5. I call it the entrepreneurial half day that I get to work now, which is kind of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I feel that's kind of luxurious.
I'd call that an early day, too. Hey, but you know who's putting in all the hours? Matt Skinner over at RMK Cartridge. He knows what he's doing. Matt, welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you guys today?
We're doing fantastic, Matt. Hey, do you work half days? Well, that answer tells it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's our business tip from RMK Cartridge?
I'd have to say, don't let people pressure you into something you're not comfortable with. I just noticed lately, like in a lot of different industries, people are, I understand they're trying to get business, but they become real pushy and try to push you into something you don't want to do. And it's, just don't let them do it or push you around like that because, there's got to be a catch to it.
And this is good for us to know that we can stand up and be an advocate for ourselves. And sometimes, Matt, I struggle with people aren't listening to my no. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to turn them down, or I'm trying to steer them another direction, and they're just not listening. And I try to do it in a very polite and respectful way. But sometimes you just have to kind of get a little gritty with them.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to, put your foot down and say enough is enough, and that was the answer. And, the more they push, the worse it is, personally, I feel, because now you've left a bad, you've left a bad taste in your mouth. And now you'll never think of them again. At least that's how it works over here. And so I think sometimes it's better just to let people back off people and let them make their own decisions without trying to pressure them into something.
Exactly. I like it. Good business tip. And so somebody trying to pressure you into
you don't have to answer that.
Shoplifting or something like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like this is a voice of experience kind of a thing here, Matt, which many times your tips are, but you don't have to answer that.
No, we get hounded on for things in my industry every single day for new people and new this and new that, and it's just they just don't take no for an answer. But sometimes you just have to call them.
Yeah. Well, stand your ground and do what's right for your customers and do what's right for your business. Now, Matt, what are you guys doing over there at RMK Cartridge? Are you still saving people 30 to 50% just on remanufactured ink and toner cartridges?
Yes, we are, every single day.
I love these guys.
They do. They save you a whole line item on your budget. You will love it when you do business with RMK Cartridge. Incredible customer service, saving you time, money, and keeping icky stuff out of the landfills as well. Matt, how do our listeners come and find you and bring you our old ink and toner cartridges?
Absolutely. You can find us at the southeast corner of Bellevue and Broadway. It's 5176 South Broadway in Inglewood. And you can also get a hold of us at 303-781-2076. And, of course, we're on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
One of the finest entrepreneurs we know, Matt Skinner with RMK Cartridge, bringing the color back into your life. Matt, thanks so much, man. We appreciate you.
Hey, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Absolutely. And, I don't know the business model that requires people not to have to sell. And so we always like having Liz Wendling come on and tell us how to evolve our selling process. And she's here with us now.
Absolutely. Hi, Liz. Welcome.
Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning. What are we talking about today?
Ooh, we're talking about the dreaded fear that comes with selling. Everybody has to do it, but many people do it with a whole lot of fear.
Yeah, they
completely
do.
Just broke out into a sweat. My palms are dripping.
Most people do.
Right.
All right. So what do we do about that, Liz?
Well, first thing is people have that deep-seated fear of selling because they think that it means that they have to be sleazy, salesy, or aggressive, that there's only one definition of selling. And therefore, they wind up not selling very much at all because they keep that fear alive and going. So even though they know they have to sell their products and services, they tend not to stay in business very long because they avoid the one thing that makes them money, and that's sales. So one of my tips is I tell people to stop making excuses. It's nothing more than a roadblock in their business. Figure out a way where you can learn to like that process so you can start to attract more customers and close more sales with a little more effort, not fear.
Is there a way to, if you are afraid of it, that you can learn to like it?
Of course. It's just a matter of a mindset. It's like exercise. Does everybody love to exercise? We know we have to do it, but you find something that you enjoy, and then you know that you can be consistent with that. Same thing with sales. You find a way that feels good for you, that's authentic for you, and then you develop that process around that, and that's what people are attracted to. Not your products or services. It's the genuine and authenticity that you bring to the sales conversation because you don't think it's icky or sleazy.
Okay, and it isn't. It really isn't. I mean, it's in your head. Very rarely does it really require hard pressure sales, the product that you're selling. I think we sometimes get a little desperate because our timeline is different than our customer's timeline.
That's true.
And we're worried that they're going to feel that, and if they say no, we try and kind of talk them into something they really don't want or need right now. But there is a better way, which is why we have Liz Wendling as part of the program every single week with us. Liz, I know you do a lot of workshops and offerings for our listeners and for everybody. Can you tell people how they can get plugged in with you?
They certainly can. My website is selling.com, and I have a couple of different programs running right now that people can get involved in, and just understand that selling isn't fearful. It's only in their head, and not one person has died from a sales conversation.
Nobody has died selling something?
No, wait a minute. There's the musical, Death of a Salesman. Are you sure?
Not one person suffered a heart attack or a stroke in a sales situation, and it's just a matter of getting comfortable and then get on with the business of being in business versus dealing with so much fear in something that isn't fearful.
You know what?
Selling.
I love it. We do. We kind of work ourselves up into this little anxiety space.
Yeah.
But it is, and once you've done it and you have the success and you're out there and you're making money and your business is growing and the results are coming in, I mean, you are so powerful and on top of the world, and then the fear you won't even remember that you were ever afraid before, right?
It's true. It just disappears, and you think, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
There's really nothing to be afraid of if you're doing it correctly. There's a right way and a wrong way. And if selling is hard and fearful, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, well said. Liz, again, evolvedselling.com. That's evolvedselling.com. And everything you need to know is right there at that website. We're so grateful for you.
Thank you.
You love it. Everything is right there at that website because this is the right way to sell.
Doesn't have to be fearful, that's for sure.
I love it.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk. No scary things there either. We'll be back after these messages.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and
they added more signs.
Request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Yes, that's what they added.
Tomorrow morning at 8, here on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
There's always something there to remind me.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where we are here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. We got another expert in the studio today.
I'll tell you what, this is truly an expert in business. Nick May with Walls by Design. You know him as an amazing business owner offering incredible painting services for your interior and exterior of your home. But behind all that paint is a brilliant business mind. And we're going to get a little tip of that, just a little piece of that out of Nick today. Nick, thanks for being here.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me, as always.
She said we're going to get a tip of your mind, and I thought, iceberg, dead ahead.
That's right. That's right. Well, last time I was here, if you guys remember correctly, we talked about my story and how I got into business.
Right.
And it's been a fun road over the last 15 years. But I was thinking this week, what I wanted to share, and a story came up to my tip of the brain. And,
yes.
I remember when a couple of years ago, I had a gal who had a flooring business come to me, and she said, Nick, you do amazing marketing. And I said, well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you to tell me. And she goes, I want to market just like you. And I said, well, okay, should we meet for coffee? And she said, yeah, let's do that. And I said, so we met. And I had just done some business with her. So she had done some carpet at my house. And I won't use names, but we sat down and I said, can I be brutally honest with you? And she says, yeah, well, of course. And I said, well, we do some amazing marketing. We do everything that we do is for the home, and it's very, color is everything, obviously, and so we have to do these really nice brochures, and we have to have really nice pictures on our website and all that kind of stuff. And that's what she was looking at and going, that's what's made Nick successful, right?
What's the pictures and the brochures and the marketing material?
Exactly. And I said, that's all well and good, but if we don't do a fantastic job with our customers, with customer service, with doing the little things,
right,
then all of that stuff doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because if you go in there and we have these great brochures and they go, oh, look at this house, I want our house to look like that, but then we just schmuck it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're never going to have repeat business. We're never going to be referred on to the next customer.
You might get a reputation. Right? Well, and Nick, we've been saying this for years, and it's so good to hear another voice in the choir, if you will, calling this out. You can have the best systems, you can have the best processes, you can have the best widgets and services, but the fact of the matter is, if you don't have a strong relationship with your client, with your customer, if you don't provide what we call extreme customer service, you've got an expensive hobby.
Right.
But
all those things, Eric, that you just mentioned, those are all things that go into customer service.
Absolutely.
Processes,
yes.
product, people, all that stuff.
Have it all.
Because if I don't have good processes, then I'm not providing good customer service.
Come on now.
So I'm going to go back to my story, and to give a little bit more meat on that, and so she had just put new carpet in my house, and I said, I have to tell you, this was a bad experience for me. And she goes, really?
Wow.
And I said, well, yeah. I mean, you guys, you didn't have very many samples for me to look at on the front end. I had to keep asking you to come back and bring more. It would have been nice if you just would have brought everything you had, the first time. And then it was really hard to get you guys on the phone, to schedule, to get you to come out. Things changed. Then you were late, like by a half an hour, you didn't call me. So that wasn't very fun. And now you just finished the job. And I don't know if you know this or not, but they didn't put half the doors back up in my house. They had to take them down. And when I talked to your salesperson, she said, well, it's really easy to do, Nick. You could do it. And I was like, yeah.
Commissioner Gordon, we need Batman.
Right, exactly. So, and then, I expected that they were going to vacuum everything, clean up after the job, and they hadn't done that. And so I said,
Nick, aren't you being a little unreasonable here?
I don't think I am, but I tell you what, that's why these are the little things in business.
Yes.
They really are. I mean, to figure out how to install carpet,
yeah,
I don't know how to do that. I don't know the tools and the techniques, and I'm sure it's a big pain in the butt and all that stuff. But it's all those little things. Yep. Return a phone call.
Yeah.
Show up when you say you're going to show up. Clean up after yourselves. All those little things. And so I said, before we talk about marketing and having pretty pictures and working in the nice houses and all these other things that we have, I said, you got to figure out all of those little things and do those well. And then you're going to have testimonials, and then those people are going to refer, because we spend a lot of money. I mean, I hear a lot of business owners go, oh, we just do word of mouth advertising. And I said, well, that's well and good, but I want to grow my business.
Right.
So I do a lot of things besides word-of-mouth advertising, and I encourage specific kinds of word-of-mouth advertising. And we go out of our way and we spend money, but all of that would be for naught.
It would be.
If we didn't have those other things in place. And that's what business owners have to understand.
Well, several things have hit me today with your talking, Nick. One, we all want word-of-mouth marketing, but if you want to grow, you have to do other things. But all of that, we actually were recently with somebody who has this long list of things that they're doing for marketing and PR and promotion, and there wasn't anything really missing from the list that there were no holes in it. She's got tons of great marketing. So if your business isn't growing, it's one of those, you have to take a hard look at those internal things that aren't sexy, they're not fancy. Clean up.
But
show up when you say you will.
It may be difficult to look in the mirror and say, we have seen the enemy, and they are us.
Yeah, absolutely. And you hit it on a good point. It's fun and it's exciting and it's sexy to go, I met with my marketing people and we got this whole plan and we got this, with a $50,000 budget or whatever it is. But if you don't do those little things really well, then you're just throwing money out the door.
Yeah.
You really are.
Well, you have done a phenomenal job marketing, but you have done an even better job connecting with your clients and offering that extreme customer service, that elevated level of service, because really, I mean, and this is what you're competing with. Anybody can paint, right? I mean,
my biggest competitor is the DIY.
Right.
So if that's my, that's
government agency.
Yeah. So if that's a big part of, it's easy to start a painting business.
Right.
It really is. I mean, you throw a rock any which direction, you can probably hit one.
Right. There are a lot to choose from.
And
because
so
I think, I've got a roller, I've got some paint.
But I talk to guys in all sorts of different industries all the time, and in their own way, they say we have lots of competition. It's easy to start in my industry, all these kind of things. But it's all those little, it's that 2%. What do you do, the 2% little things that really make that experience with you and your business special and unique, and the way that people are going to, long after you're gone, they can go, oh my gosh, the painting was such a great experience. They did such a great job. So that's what we all have to do. We have to think of that.
It was an interesting piece. I'm going to have you come into my home and do some.
I'm looking forward to it.
Some work. But having you meet my husband, who is a little bit more that technical side of things, he and I approach things differently. You appeal to my fun and pretty and colorful side, but at the same time, you also appealed to his technical, and this is the order, and this is the
See what she did with her voice right there?
Like the practical, like the work part of it, and he was very impressed just in the conversation of the steps that you're going to take to ensure that the job gets done right.
Yeah, and it became a joke kind of in our office about how all the different policies and procedures that we've created. I mean, we have a form for our forms, like we have a master form for the forms. We have, in our policy manual, I almost brought our policy manual to show you guys this. Maybe I'll bring it in next time, but we have a step-by-step procedure on how to fold a drop cloth.
Wow.
Because we want it done the same way every time.
Consistent every time, no matter where we go, who you are. And you're training your people to offer that extreme service every time.
And that's what business owners have to do in everything that you do. Maybe some people are solo entrepreneurs. They work by this, but they have this vision that they want to hire somebody.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You've got to put policies and procedures and write them down. What do you do so that when you go to hire somebody to replace you, you go, here it is. This is what I do. And then you can train them. Because what most small business owners do is they just hire people and they go, well, go do that.
Go do that.
And then they fail.
Right.
And then they're mad. They're like, well, that idiot, what can he do? Well, you didn't teach him.
Yeah.
You didn't teach him right. So.
Yeah, but we're in a hurry. We got to get the job done. We just get them out there and just hope that they do a good enough job.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nick May, your value just skyrocketed to our listeners, not just because you provide great Walls by Design, wallsbydesign.com, inside, outside, anything having to do with the home you can take care of, but because you just addressed what we all need to hear about our businesses as well.
It's tough to hear.
Thank you so very much. There's a cool phone number that you have, just in case people do want to remember how to call you. What is that? 844-PAINT-CO?
Paint Colorado, 844-PAINT Colorado. Call Joan in my office. She does a fantastic job with setting appointments and getting us where we need to be. She's one of the hinges in our business that make it all happen.
I love it.
And Joan's going to take excellent care of you every single time, everybody you refer to her, and it's going to be consistent. Love that. So we'll see you again next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Looking forward to it. That's Nick May with wallsbydesign.com. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. Yes, it's time to stand at attention. Our boys in uniform are here to say hello to us. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Jason Lewis here, America's Mr. Right, and I found a new home in Denver on the Colorado Conservative, weeknights from 7 to 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Randy Corcoran is live and local from 5 to 8 every weekday morning on The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
What have you done today? Make me feel proud. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. It's the time of the month where we love our next guest because, you know something? We support and love our troops.
We do. We get to feature the Colorado National Guard every month here on the show, thanks to our relationship with our State Public Affairs Officer, Darren Overstreet, who always brings in incredible guests and topics just to kind of keep us informed of what's going on. Darren, welcome.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks for having me here.
Who are we talking to today?
Well, today we have Lieutenant Colonel Mitch Utterback. What we've learned over the past few years is that when events happen, it's important for us to have a contact at the incident command site. For instance, the fires of the last couple of years,
right,
and the floods. It's important for us to have a connection who can explain capabilities the National Guard can bring and help the incident commanders along with how to request and work with the National Guard. So he's here today to talk about some of the preparations we've done for the, hopefully, knock on wood, uneventful fire season we have coming up.
From your lips to God's ears, absolutely. Mitch, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Angel. Glad to be here.
Well, and we know that you guys have been very instrumental in some of the weather issues that Colorado has had, and I think last year we were either underwater or on fire, and right. you guys were busy.
Especially busy, especially busy in 2013. We were quite busy in 2012, but with major fires in June of 2013. We took July to have a big exercise where we practiced even more capabilities. And then, as you know, in September, the National Guard and the active duty from Fort Carson were deployed to help people in flooded communities in Colorado.
Yeah, it was hard to even go there anymore, but people are still dealing with the ramifications of that. What did we learn, especially as the Colorado National Guard? What did you learn from such huge, strong seasons? I mean, the pendulum swung both ways, flood, fire, to the extreme. What did we come away with?
That's a great question. Every first responder, whether civilian or military in Colorado, conducts an after-action review after every major training or actual event that takes place. In the summer of 12, the Colorado National Guard responded to several fires. At the end of that season, we looked at how we did, how we got called up, what we brought to the incident, and we put in significant plans to respond for 2013. And what I want everybody to know is the military, both the Guard and the active duty in Colorado, responded very quickly, faster than any time in the state's history, to the disasters in the summer and fall of 2013. I like to use a sort of a track metaphor. You know, if 2012 we were at a track meet, we were in the stadium.
Yeah.
2013, we were in our lanes.
Boy, howdy.
2014, we haven't been called yet, but we're in our starting blocks right now. We're waiting for the gun to go off.
Wow.
Now we've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of moisture. So are we thinking that maybe you guys are going to be able to rest on your laurels a little bit, or are you guys really
not just say rest on your laurels to the colonel?
I know you'll have something else you guys will be doing because you're always ready to deliver and to serve. But for the weather, I mean, how closely are you like Farmer's Almanac watchers and all of that?
No, we're more like NASA mission control watchers. Okay. At our operations center at National Guard headquarters, you can tune in NASA TV or you can come look at us, and it's the same thing. People sitting at consoles, looking at screens, monitoring all kinds of situational awareness tools that tell us what's happening, and social media, by the way, what's happening in Colorado. Now, the fire authorities that I meet with regularly and I speak with, they say that the month of June, we're not at too great a risk. However, all this green stuff can easily dry out with several days and weeks of hot, windy weather.
You bet.
And unfortunately, what we might have done is just push the fire season till later in the summer. But everybody hopes for the best and prepares for the worst.
Mitch, I'm looking at it. It's hard for me even just to use your first name because I'm looking at your uniform. You're an airborne ranger. You're special forces. You could snap my neck just by looking at me. But you have this.
I won't ask you to.
Thank you.
Not today. Maybe another day.
You thank you for your service. First and foremost.
Grateful, happy to do it.
You guys train and you combat train all the time, and you've got this dual purpose, this dual mission here in the state. How does the combat stuff equate when what you're doing is rescuing people from their homes during a flood or things like that?
Well, that's another really good question. I'll talk about the helicopter pilots and crews that we have in Colorado. You know, all of our military aviators in the National Guard have deployed to combat, whether Iraq or Afghanistan. They know how to fly helicopters.
You betcha.
They know how to fly helicopters in dangerous conditions, most often at night. So when we had requirements for flood rescue in Boulder and Larimer counties especially, this was, I don't want to say easier than war, but in some ways it was safer because they weren't going to get...
Nobody's shooting at them.
Nobody's shooting at them.
Right.
Very true. And we've said many times the highest calling for our military is to really, we feel, to serve Americans here in the homeland. So to be taking all your military skills, saving your neighbors and your fellow citizens, there's no higher level of professional reward than what we've experienced saving our fellow citizens.
Wow. Thank you.
Happy to do it.
And you guys are kind of, I mean, you're on call 24/7, ready to serve. And you do a variety of missions around Colorado, and I think so often we think of it as combative and, you know, more, I don't know, more warlike, but really there's a lot of service and servant that happens with the services that you guys provide.
Boy, service and servant, that's really a great way to put it, and that's how we feel. You know, if the president calls, we're ready to mobilize and head overseas. But if the governor calls, we are always ready and always here in Colorado. We've got a lot of experience, unfortunately, for our state, but I want the citizens of this state to know that per capita, you've got more military standing by to assist you in a time of need than any other state in the country, with a higher level of experience than anybody else, too.
Yeah, I love it.
It's humbling to think about.
It really is. How long have you been in the service?
On and off since 1982, when I dropped out of college and enlisted, but I have accrued 19 years of active duty.
Wow. Well, the final question for you: what do you think is maybe the most gratifying thing about your career, personally or professionally, or as part of the Guard?
Most gratifying as a National Guardsman is to really do what we've just described.
Yeah.
To be a part of a solution when there is so much chaos and so many terrible things happening. If I could distill it down, it was watching the first load of people and their pets come off of a helicopter at the Boulder airport after they'd been waiting for rescue for 3 days in floodwaters. That felt like when Neil Armstrong stepped off the LEM, or that felt like when we beat the Soviet Union in hockey in 1980 Olympics.
Nice.
And every time since.
Thank you so much for being in the studio with us today
really
and for what you do. Captain Overstreet, thank you again. What a great topic for today.
Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely something that's very topical, and hopefully we don't have to employ any of it.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Did you just knock on wood?
No, he knocked off Formica, but it was the closest thing next to my head. We sure appreciate you guys and love the Colorado Guard. Where can we find out more information about what you're doing and how we can get involved in as a community interest?
Our website is co.ng for National Guard, .mil for military, and then on Facebook we are CONG 1860 for the year we were founded.
All right. Well, fabulous. Love to have you every month. We'll see you again next month on the third Thursday of every month. They are a feature here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. We are proud to have the National Guard as part of the show. We're proud of what they do for the state of Colorado, and just proud to have you and just so grateful for the service that you provide. So thank you, gentlemen. It has been
Quite a show.
Time flies when you're having fun, and we have more fun than your average talk show, that's for sure. We want to say thank you to you for tuning in. Remember, if you're looking for all the different activities that happen, you want to go find out what's happening in the small business world, just come to our website, experiencepros.com, click on the Meetup tab. You'll find our calendar full of events that are going on all over the place. And now, on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in and for participating, for sharing this, the revolution in how people treat business. Now, or treat people in business. I almost messed up my own tagline there. Give somebody a 20-second kiss. You know you want one. It stands for kindness. Is so simple. We'll see you Fan Bragging Friday tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
The Source, KLZ 560.